On this episode of the Greenway Outdoors, we are in Maine with our buddy Chuck hunting moose. This is a conservation hunt to the core, which quite literally means we are helping save the moose population by hunting, but not for the reason you may think.
Increase the harvest to try to bring that population down sooner than later. Instead of letting ticks do it, we're letting hunters do that.
It's time to get off the grid, set up camp, and find a moose.
Yes!
I'm Kyle Green. I travel the globe with my best friends hunting for wild game and dynamic conservation stories. Join us on our adventure as we escape the shackles of the modern world and gain a deeper understanding of where our food comes from. Welcome to the Greenway Outdoors. When you're setting off on a backpack adventure in the middle of nowhere, you have to make sure you have all the essentials, because as we go down that road, we're gonna be 4 hours away from the closest town and the closest person that can help us. So you need ice, you need water, you need food, all the gas you need, all the essentials.
All right, we got plates, we got bowls, we got breakfast grab and goes. We don't need dairy, it won't keep well.
Well, we need one piece of dairy.
No, you don't need eggnog.
Why not?
What would you need eggnog for? It's gonna take up space. You need water. You need like essentials.
I get 2 months a year to drink eggnog. 2 months. And you're gonna take 10 days out of my eggnog season for your moose hunt.
You drink eggnog for 2 whole months?
This isn't about
No.
me. It's about the
But
need.
we don't need it.
Fine. Chuck, Jeff said we need this, so. Now this is an old logging road that we're on right now, and they use it to kind of connect the North Woods of Maine to the heartblood of the economy down here. It runs all the way through Canada, and it's the last road we'll be taking. They call it the Golden Road. The reason why they call it that is because it cost so much and was so difficult to make that it might as well be paved out of gold because it was so expensive. But as we go down this Golden Road, it's just the start of our drive, but from here on out, every mile that we go, every inch that we continue to go forward, we're that much farther from civilization. Before we trek into the wilderness, we wanted to stop at the Fish and Game Check Station to speak with Lee Cantor, Maine's state moose biologist.
2014, we started our research looking at adult cow and calf survival because people working in the woods were finding a lot of dead moose in the springtime.
Oh.
We're collaring these animals to compare their mortality rates, survival rates, and I think this is our 3rd year with collared animals. So this spring, with a slight increase in winter tick, we lost 87% of our calves.
87?
Over winter, yeah.
Unreal.
So 61 out of 70 due to winter tick.
I think that's an interesting point, that the ticks are killing them based on blood loss.
The winter tick does its whole life cycle in 1 year. All other ticks do it over 2 or 3 years with 3 different organisms. So a deer tick that hatches out as an egg is going to become a larvae, then nymph, and then adult, and take blood meals at each stage, but they do that on 3 different animals. The winter tick does that all on the same animal, right?
Jeez.
Once they latch, they never let go.
So right now,
I like the commitment.
yeah, it's...
That's kind of like my relationship with him. He just latched on, and it's like his whole life
So
cycle.
you
He
guys
just
are
never...
comparing yourselves to ticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, comparing him to the tick. I'm the moose. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one not trying to get away.
So the winter tick eggs, when they hatch out as larvae, they also are a big clump of them. So you can have hundreds of them on one bush, right? If you have 50,000 of these ticks on you, and that's a pretty fair number.
Jeez.
A moose, especially a calf moose, does not go into the wintertime with any fat because they're still trying to develop their body size, their skeleton. So they have no reserves. They have a diet that has no protein, really, right? Because they're eating browse, woody browse. And then you lose blood. Well, how do you build blood back? You need protein.
Protein, yeah.
Right? So
They're not eating a lot of red meat. Yeah.
Yeah. So these moose over the winter go from 400 pounds, and within 12 weeks, they've lost 30% of their body weight, and they die. And so the conventional wisdom, the scientific wisdom, is that a lower density of moose is going to make less moose out there for these winter ticks to get on and do the damage. And, you know, death by winter tick is not pretty. I mean, these animals languish in the woods.
So out of the moose that you collared, it sounded like it was roughly 70 calves, if that's correct? Between
Every
the two,
year.
Between the, okay.
Every year.
What is happening to those 70?
For the 7 years of our study, I get a text message that says there's a mortality detected on these moose. And we go cover those animals and do necropsies. We weigh those moose in the woods at death and do necropsies through hell or high water, 24/7 response. We did hundreds of these moose.
Wow.
And so we have a lot of good scientific data on this, and we know that's why winter tick is the culprit.
That's a depressing job. It's sad every time you see one, I'm sure.
Well, it is, and you know, the role of hunting, we talk about a lot, that hunting is a management tool, hunting is conservation.
Hearing Lee talk about the winter tick problem put a bit of a somber tone on the 4-hour drive into the wilderness. I do take solace in knowing my harvest of a cow or calf moose will save it from succumbing to a long and excruciating death by winter ticks. And I do pray enough moose are harvested by other hunters so that the ticks will have nothing to feed on and eventually die off. Then moose numbers can rebound and the future generations can enjoy a big, healthy moose population without this terrible winter tick problem. After a 4-hour drive down 2 tracks, we found a lake shore to set up camp. We figured the lake would be helpful for washing dishes and bathing. There wasn't another soul for miles, and honestly, it felt like the whole world was ours. It took quite a few hours to set up the camp with everything we would need for the entire week, especially the bathroom.
Okay, elephant in the room, you're out camping. What do we do to go to the bathroom? I'm what you might call a shy pooper. Yeah.
You describing the syndrome that you have as shy pooping is the most generous thing I've ever heard you say in your life.
I'm a bit shy about it. So thank you, Cabela's, for this awesome commode. And you've got a view. You can look at the lake. You're away from everybody. You feel safe. You don't got to worry about nothing. Only a few bears are going to be watching you. No big deal.
Bears coming in while you're pooping sounds like your nightmare of nightmares.
that would be right. It would be better than having someone knock on my door in a public restroom. I will tell you that.
A bear came and it scratched me, but worse, it saw me.
Get out of here.
In addition to the bathroom, our other camp essentials were cots, inflatable pads, sleeping bags.
Above the bed, this is super cool. You've got your cup holders. I keep Andy's mints in it, but you can put whatever you want.
And an outdoor kitchen with drinking water, coffee decanter.
I'm not a big coffee drinker. The team is. We have this out there for coffee. And also, if we get in a pinch where we're eating MREs or dehydrated meals, this is great for heating up the water. You can just put it on your Cabela's little stove here.
Pots, pans, miniature stove, spices, and of course a medical kit. After setup, we still had quite a bit of sunlight left, so I thought we could scout for moose sign and do a little grouse hunting. After all, we saw so many in the road on the drive in.
Hold on, where'd he go? Flush! Up! All right. Got him. There it is. This bird right here, Nature's Grocery Store, best eaten, as we talked about. Now, you're probably thinking, why on earth was he yelling, jump, 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 and kind of a wild thing to do while hunting when the bird was right there in front of me. But reason why is because there's like a group of people that think it's not sporting to shoot a bird on the ground. They think it has to be in the air in order for it to be sporting. Doesn't make much sense to me because at the end of the day, I'm gonna eat it one way or the other, and I don't think it makes much of a difference to the bird, but I tried to let him get up, but in the end, it doesn't matter. Imagine going back to our ancestors who, like, this meat right here may have kept them alive for the day, you know, through the winter, and you were like, oh, but you didn't get him to jump and fly first. How silly they would think that is. And it is kind of silly, because one way or the other, we are eating the best meat possible. I love how they got like that little turkey feather looking thing on the back. Absolutely gorgeous, but good eating.
I know our goal is to be out here moose hunting, but I tell you what, you put me in the woods with this many grouse and expect me not to shoot them, and you got another thing coming, because they're a lot better than the freeze-dried meals we got back at camp.
I don't know, Jeff, see it yourself. This is the red dogwood osier right here. This is one of the moose preferred meals, so I think I'm gonna have one of theirs. Not a lot of flavor, a little flavor, Good brow?
A good brow?
Oh.
It's called browse because they're browsing. Browsing, so it's browse.
So what would you call this then?
That's not an individual brow.
Listen.
You're enjoying the local browse.
When you find something of
What was
use.
that word you made up? Red what?
Red, no, that's real. This is red dogwood osier. Over here's some maple. This one even looks a little better.
You could convince me to try maple. The syrup's good.
That's not a lot of flavor, but it's a little flavor. It's pretty good. I like it. That's good.
Tastes like wood.
You ain't got no palate.
Coming from your palate, you put ketchup on lobster.
Yeah. They blend in so well, and it's so easy to lose track.
I saw it, was standing right here, right in the sun, and all I saw was it right here next to this moss, and it turns, it's got its leg outstretched, it looks at me and it goes, "You gonna shoot at me, baby?"
Well, thanks for letting me know once it took off. You quit having your moment with them. You're gonna realize quick why when I see these things, I literally see meat right away. Very simple to do, and it's a little alarming, but boom. That is the white meat breast right there, fresh out of the animal. And all you do is just cut this off the sides. So that middle plate right there, go right along that middle plate, and you follow all the way up. And then it does kind of this little Y bone turn right there. And you take that turn, and then boom, you kind of just pull it away, wasting nothing, go along the rib cage, boom, and then that's your breast right there. So very quick, clean, concise. There's your tenderloin, there's your breast. Clean it up, take it home, boom, good to go. Get the other side.
The Greenway Outdoors is brought to you by Ram Trucks, built to serve, and by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Tracker Boats, fish the finest. And by Eagle Fishing, tactical fishing gear for the savvy angler. Rife International, fish for the future. Jeff and I did some scouting, but mostly grouse hunting to kick off the trip. Jeff harvested 2 grouse, and I got 3.
How gamey turkey is, it's like a gamey that like you recognize and you're used to. You're used to eating gamey turkey. But chicken is a lot less gamey. What chicken is to turkey is what grouse is to chicken. This bird makes chicken that you eat from the store taste gamey. Like it's got like almost an off flavor. This is so pure. It's as if chicken and butter had a baby, and then this is what you got. And it's delectable, amazing meat, and I just can't resist. That just looks like white meat chicken that I got from the store. And in a way I did, I got it from Nature's grocery store, but this stuff is just the best, cleanest, or you want organic? This is organic right here. This is just the best you can get. You just kind of pick off, look for any pellets, get any last minute feathers off, just rinse it in the lake and fry it up. All I'm gonna be doing with this is keeping it simple. I've got some breadcrumbs and flour here, and then I'm just gonna be using the Rufus Teague, like I said, chicken mix, so it's kind of similar. And what I like to do is I'll just take a breast, I'll hit it with the seasoning on both sides, and then I'll drop it in the breadcrumbs and flour, and then I'll give it one more hit of seasoning, and then I just lay it in here. As far as wild game goes, if you're trying to talk somebody that's fidgety into this, you could convince them this is the greatest chicken tenders they ever had, and they'd probably buy it. I like them a little bit extra crispy, but tell me that doesn't look like the best chicken tender you've ever had.
We had a wonderful grouse dinner, and Chuck laid out the strategy for tomorrow morning.
And then once we get up the side of the mountain, we can sneak on the back side of the bog and catch them coming off the feeding area where they're feeding all night up on the hill where the sugar maples are.
Oh, okay.
It's the red leaves that you see, and they're going to work off that down into the bog during the day. So if we kind of get ahead of them and then can intercept them before they get to the bogs, I think we'll be better off.
The game plan for tomorrow and the grouse hunting success today had me so fired up, I decided before bed I'd break into my secret stash.
What a great day. You shot good today, Jeff.
Thanks, buddy.
You know what we'll do? We'll celebrate.
Are you pouring eggnog?
Oh no, oh no.
Did you just spill that in the tent?
Oh man, it went in boots. Who wears a size 12?
Why are my boots even over there?
Well, I think we will just celebrate tomorrow. Good night.
The next morning, we were up and ready to execute Chuck's game plan. Admittedly, my expectations were pretty low. When we spoke to Maine Fish and Game, they said the success rate so far this year hunting moose in our zone was under 2%. Yet, when we got close to the bog, we started to see signs.
What do you think made this?
Okay.
Big cows do this, right?
No. This is a rub of all rubs. This is clearly a moose. So they take their antlers when they get into the mating season and they start hearing the where's the guy that sings all the, like, ain't no love?
Barry White?
I don't know. But when they start hearing Barry White or Moosey White as they call
Al
him.
Green, maybe?
Yeah, they come out and they have to want to get the velvet off their antlers. And it's like, it's just in their genes to do it. And they also do it for fighting and that sort of thing. And they'll rub up against this, and it also has like a territory marker. But this is about as fresh as it gets. It's still moist.
And this is a big guy too, because look, there's some over here. So you gotta imagine, he's coming through the woods and he's just hitting trees like a dog with a bone in its mouth that's too big and it tries to come through the door and it, you know, so he's hitting this tree, he's hitting this tree, he's hitting this tree over here. That's a big guy.
While our moose tag is only good for a female or a calf, knowing there's at least one bull moose around gives me a little bit of hope. As we continued, we found fresh piles of droppings and signs that they had been browsing in the area. Fun fact, moose don't have upper front teeth, with their lower front teeth and rip upward.
Seeing the fact that this is chewed though, makes you want to chew on it too.
No, you're doing it wrong. You gotta.
Oh, they only got the bottom teeth. That's how you eat anyways. Do you think you got moose blood in you? That's why your feet are like that? I'm sorry.
There I am on Wiki Feet.
This is a great sign right here. So I'm kicking leaves into it, but this will be a good way to show you. Moose have like these, they're called dew claws, and they're on the back of their feet. And it's like those two little offshoots. That's what these two prints are. And these two long ones here, well, I could clean it up a little better. These two long ones are the front pads. So this is a moose print. The two back ones are here and those are there. It tells me he's going that direction. But based on the size, this does look like either a young bull or a cow based on the size, which is good because our tag is for cows. Jeff, come look at this.
The Greenway Outdoors is brought to you by Ram Trucks, built to serve, and by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Tracker Boats, fish the finest. And by Eagle Fishing, tactical fishing gear for the savvy angler. Rife International, fish for the future. We are in Maine hunting for a cow or calf moose. We've been seeing a ton of sign, and now I finally laid eyes on a moose.
I don't know. I do not know if it was a cow, but I for sure saw a moose go right through here. It was trotting right through here. Dude, it's definitely a cow inside. There's a clearing just up there that it has to go through in order to get to the bog that's over there. Okay. And you guys halt, and I need to go now. What path? What path? Right there, right between those two trees towards the birch. Come on. Stop. Don't move. Don't move. Come on. Right here. Get him up. 1, 2, 3. You got it. Yes.
The hoof right there, that's the hoof kicking.
Oh, it's
yeah. We don't have to track this one. That's fantastic. That's how you get a moose. Nice job, gents. That's a lot of hard work done.
It always amazes me that a bullet this small, this little, can take down an animal that big, that fast, that instant. This is an AccuBond style bullet. So this tip at the end actually keeps the bullet uniform, but at the end it's hollow. And so when it impacts something, it expands, making a bigger hole and creating more collateral damage to make the kill quick and clean. And that's our responsibility. No animal in nature dies of old age. They've got one of three options, and that is they can die of starvation, they can die from a predator, or they can die from disease. There's no animal nursing homes as much as we like to believe there is. But even so, it's our responsibility to make it as quick, clean, ethical as possible and utilize every single piece of meat, which we'll do. Nothing will go to waste. But it always amazes me, this little guy right there can do everything you need.
The Greenway Outdoors is brought to you by Ram Trucks, built to serve, and by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. LEM Game Processing Equipment, Wilderness Athlete, fuel for the rugged. Sea-Doo, live the Sea-Doo life. And by Rufus Teague.
I will preheat the RecTech. With these pellet grills, I turn the smoke setting all the way to low and then open it up. And then once it gets really smoky, it's kind of already getting there. That's when you close it and you ramp it up to the temp you want, probably like 400.
400, 425.
Explain to me what we're doing. How's this going down?
So what you're doing, it's like a make your own bar.
Okay.
You take your flatbread.
Love it.
We're using non-bread today.
Okay.
You take your different ingredients. You take your barbecue sauce. You put that on top. You put it in there. It'll melt the cheese, make everything nice and warm. And then you cut it up and eat it.
Not questioning you, but where's the pizza sauce to make it the pizza?
You would use a pizza sauce for a pizza. This is a flatbread.
I was told that we were making pizza.
Not by me.
I swear. I want to make pizza though.
This is a flatbread. If you'd like to make pizza, we'll wait here. You go make yourself a red sauce.
I don't know how to make a red sauce. Okay. All right, it's smoking now. So I'm gonna crank it up to the 400. Close the lid. I've got a couple strips of bacon. I'm gonna fry those in this pan. And then what'll happen is it'll kind of create some fat in the pan. So I'll just let those guys go for a little bit. The bacon's about a third cooked. And the reason why I've got it about there is because that's enough to put the fat in the bottom of the pan here. We'll add the meat in and cook it, and that bacon will continue to cook while the meat's cooking, and you gotta keep it constantly moving. I've got the grill at 400 right now. Thank you, Jeff. For seasoning, I'm doing nothing more than just Rufus Teague meat rub. I like to eyeball her. That's about how much I use. Keep the meat moving. You do not want to overcook the meat because, number one, it could pick up a gamey flavor then. But number two, it's also going to cook when it's on top of the flatbread.
This is a build your own flatbread stand.
I got the pizza plates.
So if yours turns out not good, you only have yourself to blame on account of you made it. And you did all the cooking, so start off, you do your sauce.
Oh, you finger it like that? Jeez. See, when you drizzle it like this, you don't need to do it like a oh.
Then you take your medallions of mozzarella. This has got me wanting pizza.
I'm going with the meat next.
Let's go ahead and meet both of us. Guy. Wow.
Yeah. You can have some. Hey. And for you.
A little schmutz of meat for you. Now the rule is, when you do meat, you have to do an equal amount of vegetables. So I
maybe at your house.
Enjoy your salad.
Maybe at your house.
You don't have to use everything, but I'll be upset if you don't.
Means nothing to me.
I don't like tomatoes, but I got these for you. I figured you'd enjoy them. Go ahead.
Mine is done. Mine is done. That looks about right. I don't know why, mine's harder to get off. There she goes.
It's like there's like a goo and it's like stuck to the grill.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, your cheese actually melted. I'm actually pretty surprised.
I told you I knew what I was doing. Thanks. Oh, you're a monster. Oh, it stayed together.
You're right, I'm sorry. It looked real nice before that.
The amount of cheese I used made it hold together nicely. I'm unfazed.
It's a glue. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
With the bacon.
I'm getting pizza undertones. I love it.
That's delicious.
No, I really, really love it.
Didn't even need pizza sauce.
Mm-mm.
On this episode of the Greenway Outdoors, we harvested a moose. There is enough meat for Chuck, Jeff, and I to each eat 1 to 2 tasty, delicious, organic moose meals a week for the entire year. The butchering and pack out were physically demanding, but it's the kind of work you do with a big old smile across your face. We were successful, and now we could feed our families with that success. When the work was finally finished, we took the moose head and ovaries to the Fish and Game check station so they could collect data for their research. I do pray my data and moose harvest will help fight the winter tick problem. Over the course of the pack out, I kept thinking about the less than 2% success rate for moose hunters in my zone, about how it was tempting to just not even try with the odds stacked so high against us. There is a passage in the book of Proverbs that says, "Love not sleep, lest you come to poverty. Instead, open your eyes, get after it, and you'll have plenty."